In this video, we run through some options for charting cervical fluid and sensation in the Read Your Body app. Cervical fluid is a perfectly natural and healthy substance that gives direct, real-time insights into your hormones. It's also a very easy biomarker to track. Simply record what you observe as you walk around during the day and whenever you wipe in the bathroom. Cervical fluid patterns tend to change and develop from dry to moist white sticky to wet clear slippery, leading up to ovulation. Ovulation is the release of an egg from the ovaries and a vital sign of health. After ovulation, there's an abrupt and sustained transition to more dry. So what are the options for charting cervical fluid in Read Your Body? Depending on what your chosen fertility awareness-based method recommends, you can chart with different fluid categories or coloured stamps. You can enter your own words or codes, and you can even add photos to have a visual record. If you want to chart with cervical fluid categories, enable the fluid option in your settings. To manage your categories, tap the gear icon in the fluid card on your data screen. You can then edit names, icons, and colours. You can create up to 6 categories as needed, and you can group them into levels for display on your chart. For example, here we have dry, non-peak, peak, the app's standard cervical fluid categories. Let's say we want to change them to dry, sticky, creamy, egg white. We could rename non-peak to sticky, we could rename peak to egg white, and we could add creamy as a new category. If we position dry, sticky, creamy, egg white on 3 levels, they display in a step-like fashion on the chart. If we move them all to the same level, they display in a single row on the chart. When you're using the app's fluid feature, you can mark interpretations like point of change, peak day, and count after peak is complete. Info pop-ups inside the app explain more about these interpretations. And if your cervical fluid observations are obscured by another fluid, for example semen remaining after sex, you can mark it as obscured for that day. So that's a quick summary of fluid options. Now if you want to track sensation separately, enable the sensation option in your settings. To manage your sensation categories, tap the gear icon in the sensation card on your data screen. You can then edit names, icons, and colours. You can have up to 4 categories for sensation. Alternatively, if you want to chart with coloured stamps, enable the stamps options in your settings. Stamps are specifically designed for Femme, Justice, and 2 Catholic mucus-only methods. And if you need to record mucus codes like these, you can use text, number, custom info lines. Meanwhile, you can also record words describing the sensation and appearance of your cervical fluid to display directly on your chart. Do this using the note feature. You can rename each note as you like. For a visual record of your cervical fluid patterns, enable the photo option in your data settings. You can take or upload up to 2 photos each day, allowing you to easily see changes over time. And that's it! So many ways to chart your cervical fluid with Read Your Body, and there are also official method settings templates to make it super easy to get started. Happy charting!